Welcome back in, man. Everyone, reflections, chosen, friends. You know, I'm just reckless with the camera right now, but guess what? I'm gonna let y'all see what's happening. A lot of my stuff got ate up. My collards coming back, coming back. I don't know what vine this is. Keep coming up. Look just like sweet potato. I'm not sure. That's collards. That's the broccoli. That's two. I need the transplant. I need to thin out right there. That's the broccoli. And there's the cabbage. It's like four collard greens right there. I need to thin them out. Have more greens. I don't know what's gonna produce, but that's just what's going on. Right up in here is the Kentucky Wonder green beans. Don't know what they gonna do, but they doing something. Cilantro slowed down. We still have a few more little broccoli seedlings. I don't know what they gonna do. They started looking a little better. You know, I'm gonna thin these out as well. These collards right here. It's like three of them. Well, no, that's two plants. I'm gonna just thin them out. Try to get as many. Try to get as much as possible. You see the two Clemson spineless okra plants right here. I'm finna come out here. See my little bucket right there. I'm finna come harvest some okra and get me some peppers. Check on my watermelons. The only two left out in the garden for the fall right now. I'm in zone 7B8A. This is my second year gardening, first year in ground gardening. Yeah, I started gardening in 2024, but this is the okra. Gonna come harvest some of that. They all up under there. Yeah, they all on the other side too. I'm gonna come around here, go some more okra. It's the rainbow mix. You got the Go Big, these two tall ones right here. These the Go Big right there. And this is all up in there. I'm gonna come harvest some okra. Or some more okra. Just like one or two on there, maybe that one. And this is the orange flesh watermelon. That's how the tender looking. That's the orange flesh. That's one of them. They almost ready. Almost ready. And this is the tender right here for this one. The orange flesh. I had to put it up there because the vine came up quick on that gate right there. And my habaneros. Baby's looking good. I thought I seen two kiss bugs. I killed them so fast. Yeah, they was up there on my table. Notice I moved my table in the backyard. Yeah. And I built new tables for the front. But yeah, it was like two, three of them over there. They just looked like kissing bugs, so I just knocked them off real fast. Habanero plant. We got plenty habaneros. Patience. And now this one, I had to push my little okra plant up. See, I got the block right there. I had to stand it up. This one trying to grow and spread out. And it's starting to produce little small habaneros that has gotten bigger. They were smaller than that, but they getting bigger slowly but surely. Yeah. Those little, I forgot which onions I put over here, but a lot of the onions started to pop up over here. Right here. Right here. Right here. Right here. Right here. And they everywhere. And you see the Swiss chard up in there chilling. That's the Swiss chard. Fall garden thin, but it ain't thin. Let me walk through here. My collard bed is slow poking. Right, the arugula that's in the middle is beginning to come up. But the collards are slow poking, but they are trying to do their thing. Hold on. That one buried up under the weeds. I tried to come out here and weed a little bit. If I keep messing up the camera, it's because I'm looking out for these little kissing bugs. I ain't got time for that super face swelling up and all this. Yeah, I ain't got time for that. But this is the collard green. We got a volunteer basil right here. That's a volunteer basil. But that's my arugula. I need to come thin out the arugula. Yeah, we want as much as possible. This is the cabbage bed. That's turnip greens I got in the middle of this bed. You see how they looking? I need to thin them out. That's the cabbage over here, slow poking. I'm finna come harvest some of this basil right here. That's basil I started from seed in the spring. Or it might have been early summer. I need to come get a lot of that out the garden. A lot of people be wanting it. Cabbage. I need to thin them 2 cabbage plants. That's one over there. Yeah. The one I put in the middle ain't never show up. And I bought these. I started some dill in here from seed, but these are my Brussels sprouts. Obviously, you know which ones are the Brussels sprouts. This is my parsley. That's how the parsley looking. And we have volunteer basil over here too from these plants right here. We got one right here. We got one right there. I'm gonna just let it go till they don't go no more. You see that dill trying to come in up under there. And we got a bunch of small ones over there from I just dropped seeds. All that little green you see right up in there, that's dill. I'm gonna let it grow, see what it do. I'm in the long grow season, but you never really know. You can get an early winter, so whatever I get, I get. But this is how the Brussels sprouts and stuff look. I'm loving how they look. Yeah. Like I say, fall garden really ain't popping off. Now I got fruits and plants that's hanging in there right now because we are dipping in the cooler temperatures at night. High 50s, you know. High 50s, mid 60s. And they keep going down and down as the weeks pass. But this is how my aloe plant doing that I put back here. It was looking ugly. The whole plant was looking like this tip right here. But now I guess after it caught footing, you know, it's looking a little better. I try to keep all my little beds moist. This sun, even though we're in the fall and we have cooler nights rather, we still have 91, 92, 93 days. Like today, it was like, 92 the highest today. But this is the purple bell. You see we got peppers on there. Snap. You see we got peppers on there. Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's just on this part right here. Okay. 9, 10, 11, 12, about 15 purple bells on there. And it's starting to lean. All them peppers, they got a little size to them. Ain't too big, but they got enough size to lean that plant. Okay, I'm gonna get around to that jalapeno. This is the green bell, the bunny green bell pepper. This is why I seen assassin looking bug earlier. I'm on their ass, excuse me, but it ain't, I ain't got time to play. But yeah, this the bunny green bell pepper plant. And this plant has been bull jiving all season. When I bought it as a transplant, I've gotten 2 good peppers off of here. It's starting to produce some now, I guess in the fall. So I'm assuming the bunny bell pepper like more of the spring. You gotta get it out there kind of early. Start it early, get it out there early, get you a late spring harvest off them bunny greens. The banana pepper plant hung in there, and it started back producing a good little bit. But it hung in there real good. You see the peppers right down up in there. Yeah. Let's see what we got over here. It's the banana pepper plant that's in the back. And flowers are still coming in on them. Don't worry about that brown spot. We cut all that off. Yeah, everything must get preserved or eaten or used in some type of way. And the jalapeno plant back here in the back garden. Let me show y'all the flower bed. It look better than what it look on camera actually in person. You gotta be standing in my garden with me, people. Don't judge me. But that's how we looking. As far as the flowers back here. Over there, I'm finna get over there in a second. But this jalapeno, see all them blooms on there? It's still, this is a hardy one. Now I'm finna come get most of the peppers you see on here. Yeah, I'm finna go ahead and come harvest it. It's starting to lean. We got a bunch of them on there. Oh, they all up in there, all on the other side over there. Oh, let me move that. Y'all see him. Got them all over there. So I'm finna get most of them peppers off of there. Cause we still got them coming in there. You see it right there? Still got plenty growing, and there's a few on there like that. You know it. So yeah, reflections. Let me step over here, let y'all see. I'm finna harvest some more of these greens too. I'm finna harvest some more of these greens. But this is the turnip green, kale, cabbage, and collard green bed. As you can see, my collards right here, the two cabbages over there, they getting ate up pretty bad. Let me show y'all. Something damaging my cabbage that's in this bed. Even they trying to get to my collards. But you know, we eating all that. I'm gonna harvest most of them big ones, big leaves. You know, I've been doing the cut and come again. Harvest most of them big leaves. You know, we're gonna clean them up. As long as ain't no bugs on there, we ain't really tripping about the damage if it ain't too much damage, right? We want mostly a green leaf, so yeah. But turnip greens, 7 top turnip greens been doing real good. Yeah, these Georgia Southern collards, 7 top turnips. I think that's Golden Acre cabbage over here. And this dwarf blue curled kale or something right over here. But that's a dwarf breed. But the leaves get pretty big, as you can see. They kind of look like collard green leaves with crinkled like rounds on them. Like the round of it be like curled up and crinkled. This, well, let me show it over here. These are the little red onions that I had planted. They did come up. That's an arugula down there. That little small one right there, that's arugula. We got turnips, 1. That's 2 right here. That's 1 right there. I planted more than that, but I don't care. I don't really know about turnips. I just want to try them, grow my own to try it. But I'm going to thin out these 2 right here before they go to getting too big. I'm able to thin them out right now, so I'm going to do that. These 2 dianthus kind of stood in the paint. 1 didn't, but these 2 kind of standing in the paint. These are my dianthus flowers. I'm going to put some garlic in here too soon. I'm going to plant some garlic probably tomorrow in this bed right here. Around the end of October, before my last frost, around about October 25th, before my first frost, around like the 25th, I'm going to plant some more garlic in here, probably over there in this bed. But anyway, this plant right here is the only tomato that I had left in the back garden, right? This is a Super Steak hybrid tomato. It has produced only 1 tomato the whole entire season that it has been back here in my backyard. I started this from seed. It has been damaged from the winds and things like that when they started to pick up once we went to transition into the fall season. But I came out here staking it up. That kind of didn't help because I got logs in there, so I was hitting logs and stuff or whatever, a bunch of leaves and logs up in there. But yeah, now let me see. We have a few tomatoes trying to come in on here. I don't even come out here and prune it no more. It looks good, looks real healthy. Starting to get some dying off on some leaves. We haven't got a tomato on this part of the vine yet, but we got one right here. Y'all see me? Have one right there. We have one right there. Okay. Okay, y'all see me? We have one right there. Okay. We have two right here. You see one? Pink. And then you see one, boom. We got two, okay. What's down here? See how I just starting to hang? It ain't even pop off. But no tomatoes are forming on this part of the vine yet. Okay. And it's not broke. It's just growing like that. So we're gonna come on over. So how many so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's 5 so far. Let's come on over here. Oh, we got one right there. So that's 6. Oh, let me come on over. Y'all see him? Y'all see him right there? We got one right there. 7. We got one right there. It's 8. Yeah. So it's producing the tomatoes now. I just started feeding it more. I'd rather give it more, feed it like once a week, once every 8 to 10 days now. Being that it still look good and I haven't really fed it, I've been letting the hugelkultur method I've tried feed the bed, all my raised beds, right? You know, if I added anything, it was only blood and bone meal, and I try not to use a lot of that. Like I tell y'all, I try to be as natural as I can be. But I do use faucet water, and that's tampered with. But anyway, any water that's coming out of the water hose, all that's tampered with, if it's not coming from something that's dug off in the ground. But, yeah. A lot of stuff. My beets trying to do better right here. These are the golden beets. I have volunteer tomato plants from the big girl cherry I had in the middle of this bed. Got a lot of volunteer tomatoes. I know they're not going to grow and do nothing. Y'all ain't got to say nothing about that. But something got in here. I want to say rabbits. They ate my peas. Notice my peas gone. Not tripping. They ate down a lot of my carrots. But you know, with carrots, you plant so many seeds. So I keep it watered and I keep it moist. So still got carrots trying to pop up and grow. I'm going to just let them go. That's what's going on over here. And I will be putting more not okra, but garlic over here in this bed as well. And I just wanted to give y'all the update on this Super Steak Hybrid tomato plant. Okay. I'm gonna just let this post sweet potatoes go to the frost. They have came back real good. I put 6 vines in there. That's one vine. That's an ornamental vine. I'm gonna just call it an ornamental vine. It's still a sweet potato vine. It's a bindweed. The roots can swell up into tubers. Same difference, but with a hybrid. I mean, not with a hybrid, but with an ornamental. Like to me, you got a 70-30 chance. 70% chance. It might not. 30% chance. You probably would get a sweet potato from that vine. But it's an ornamental. She got that shit from Walmart. Excuse my language. She just wanted it, seeing it said something different. She wanted to get a try. And that's one vine. It grew real good, though. I like it. It is a good ground cover, just a good color for the garden. If you just wanted to plant it, that would be the only reason I would plant it. It does look good in the garden when it's growing. These are the Beauregard sweet potato vines over this way. It ain't potato, but the vines. Sweet potato vines over here. Growing pretty good. I'm gonna just let them go until like the first frost, which would be like a medium light frost type of deal. Ain't gonna be no real heavy frost, but like I said, you never really will know. This is the bed that kept getting ate down. Notice this is one of the plants, and this is all it has grown right here. A lot of these other vines, it's like 2 main vines that's growing kind of crazy, for real. And the one that was in this corner didn't grow as big, but it's still growing. They producing new leaves and things like that. So I'm gonna just let these Beauregards go through to the first frost. A day before the first frost, I'm gonna pull these up out of there and see what we got. It'll be probably about 6-7 months they've been in the ground at that point. Where we at? 19-20 minutes. I will make another video reflections. I'm gonna get to this harvest back before it get too late. You know, the days have gotten shorter. So I'm gonna get to this harvest. I will make a separate video for the front. I'm trying to look out for these kissing bug lookalikes. Look exactly like it. I ain't bullshit. But yeah, I'm gonna get back with y'all with the update on how the front looking and what's growing up there. Until the next go around, y'all already know what it is.